This is Steve Stammers of the Sunday Mirror with Tuesday's Football Spy. Well, you can't say you weren't warned. The silly season is well and truly here, as the events of the last week have shown. The most talented player and the biggest winker in the Premier League has left the country, and Manchester United are £80 million better off. Now, the Premier League may be poorer for the departure of Cristiano Ronaldo, who now apparently wants to rewrite football history. By that he possibly means becoming the first man to score a hat-trick with a pink flower behind his ear. But at least United are richer, and they will now seek to reinvest. Sir Alex Ferguson desperately wants to sign Frank Ribery from Bayern Munich, and that's a possibility. He has also kept an eye on David Villa from Valencia, but that goes into the unlikely bracket with his nemesis Real Madrid and also Barcelona keen on Villa. He also wants to keep Carlos Tevez. But here's a player who's also wanted by Carlo Ancelotti at Chelsea, and by Mark Hughes at Manchester City, and by Rafa Benitez at Liverpool. A Michael Owen-like brochure is not needed by the Argentinian. His skills are well known. Ancelotti is reported to have phoned Tevez directly, and the dilemma for the player is whether he'll play more at Stamford Bridge than he did at Old Trafford. Liverpool would love Tevez, but such has been the demise of Manchester City over the last 10 years that Tevez views going to Anfield as a more treacherous act than going to Manchester City, who haven't bought a striker for a week or so, so a frontline signing must be due. In fact, they could be selling one of their few defenders on their books, should Richard Dunne agree to go to Sunderland. But Hughes would like to replace him with Arsenal's Kolo Touré, and that will come as a massive relief to goalkeeper Shay Given. Now, if Owen puts out a brochure, then Tottenham will be issuing a catalogue. David Bentley, Jermaine Janus, Didier Zokora, Kevin Prince Boateng, Aurelio Gomez and Darren Bent are all up for grabs, with Bentley possibly bound for Aston Villa in a move that could bring Ashley Young to White Hart Lane. The arrival of Young would solve a major headache for Redknapp. He wants a left winger, pure and simple. He tried and failed to bring Stuart Downing to Tottenham in the last year, and while he rates the attitude and commitment of Jamie O'Hara, he wants more authentic thrust to complement the right-wing raiding of Aaron Lennon. Also keep an eye on the Joe Hart situation where Tottenham are concerned. Manchester City are willing to let the England under-21 goalkeeper go out on loan, and Tottenham goalkeeping coach Tony Parks, whose judgment is highly valued by manager Harry Redknapp, has worked with Hart while he was on the England backroom staff. Park rates Hart, and he believes he is agile, brave and will only improve. Birmingham appear to be favourites to sign Hart, but don't rule out a move by Tottenham. Redknapp has never been convinced by Gomez. The Brazilian is both elastic and eccentric, a cult figure he may have become to the Tottenham fans, but he's totally unpredictable, and Redknapp doesn't like that, and nor really do the defenders in front of him. And the week would not be complete without a moan up from a Portuguese international, and it's the turn of Ricardo Carvalho. He reckons Chelsea ignored him while he was injured, and he now wants to go to Inter Milan and renew his link with the mentor of his career, Jose Mourinho. But it's just as well Carvalho wasn't a player at Arsenal under George Graham or Tottenham under Bill Nicholson. Graham refused to acknowledge the existence of injured players and made them come in for treatment in the afternoons, and then let them leave just in time to hit the rush hour traffic on the M25. The recovery rate was remarkable. Nicholson, he only had one treatment table at the training ground. He reasoned that with two tables there'd be two injuries. And under Nicholson's regime at Tottenham, anyone who didn't train Friday would not play Saturday. Tottenham duly had a great injury record under Nicholson. Clearly, a sensitive soul like Carvalho would not have survived. It looks like he'll be joined at the San Siro by Deco. Not that the Chelsea fans will miss him, mainly because he plays so rarely that not many would even recognise him. And don't forget, you can get breaking transfer news, player videos and profiles, plus chat with Darren and the Spy team at www.mirror.co.uk/spy.